Alright guys, game 2 here between Demuslim and Kyo in the Red Bull Woolaloo Legacy Road to Woolaloo July final. So we got the round of 16 between Demuslim in the red trunks on Rus and Kyo right here in front of us on Abbasid in the blue. And we just saw a really feisty closing out to a Abbasid v Delhi game with Kyo's Delhi unfortunately meeting their fates in a landmark victory with Demuslim. Some quick thinking to force a base race at the end of the game and really able to just punish his opponent, taking advantage of the strength of the House of Wisdom and the health pool that it builds up, and having basically a 5k landmark health pool advantage in a base trade situation. So Kyo this time is opting for Abbasid, and Demuslim this time opting for Rus. So we'll see him go up to 3 scouts. And I haven't actually played a good deal of this map, so I'd be interested to know what the sheep counts are like on it. How Rus favored is this map, or how not Rus favored? But I mean, generally that is a how favored. More often than not, they're such a versatile civ. Don't hate the player, hate the game, dog. And I'm not saying you should hate AoE 4 because I actually really like it. I think it's pretty chill. I don't know, man. I like every game in the series except for the first. I mean, AoEO is the best AoE game, but AoE 3 and 4 do come pretty close. A good number of wolves here for Demuslim. He's even got this one here. He hasn't even triggered just yet. Triggered. He'll be eager to not lose these two. And just try and have a look and see if he can pick up a third on the way home. Looks like Kyo has managed to pinch one, so these wolves are really handy for the Rus player because they contribute towards their bounty system, which in turn contributes towards their free gold trickle. Oh shit! And their bonus, their food gathering. I'm just looking for a couple more sheep. Kyo's found quite a few sheep and wolves himself. So this will be great for him. He'll be looking to just rally them all on the one scout once he gets the kill, I think. All the sheep so he can get them all home. Yeah, there we go. Or the other one coming out to scout and check out what the hell Baldy Mort is doing. Because this man will take AoE to where no man has before. So for the minute, things are just chill, just slow. Abbasid player getting economic wings for Kyo. Probably going to want to go for fresh foodstuffs and multiple TC age 2 and age 3 play. Oh, Demuslim. Well, it looks like Demuslim hasn't been watching Beastie's guide videos because look at this, guys. There's space between the landmark and the TC. Like, that's walk time, man. Did no one show him Beastie's guide videos? Come on, man. That's basic shit. Oh, who am I to judge? He's up 1-0 in the series. And he's looking confident. And I kid. Although, is that big enough to fit farms? If that is, like, I want to pat this man on the back because I really fucking love using buildings to try and like wall stuff in, but also leaving the trench for the farms, because the Age of Mythology deathmatch player and the Age of Empires Online player in me basically thinks that's always the optimal way to play, even if it might not be for AoE 4. But it seems like players think it might be. And the boar carcass has actually fallen through the change in the hill texture. I thought for a second he might have actually like deleted it, but then I realized AoE 4 doesn't have that mechanic where, you know, you can actually fucking gimp your opponent's huntables. Because AoE 0 used to, and man, what a shit fight that used to cause. Because, and I say this with full endearment for the players, cunts would fucking put like a storehouse, you know, basically a hunting cabin or a mill down on every single one of like your sheep and then just delete it before they finish building it and just like vacuum up all your huntables. Just like docs can do with sheep in this, with fish in this game, which can't be done in the other game. But you can actually, funnily enough, build a dock over the fishing school in such a way that you can't actually fish the fish underneath it with a fishing ship. But then if you delete the dock, you can get to it, or if you lose the dock or whatever. Anyway, we got arrow slits here. Both our players getting it, but Demuslim a little bit faster on it, and he's got enough here. He can tear down this tower ridiculously quick. In fact, he probably should either have the scout jump out. Oh, he's even having the low villagers garrison to, you know, de-aggro there. So very smart. Kyo able to repair through this, so Demuslim can actually focus down the vills. We're getting his own out of there. Demuslim gonna add range, stable range, while back at home, Kyo has a stables. And anyway, back to my pet peeves with AoE 4 and with cunts building docks and deleting your fish. Man, can AoE devs like edit AoE 4 to not do that? I'm sorry to swear so much during the stream, but like, it's so BM, man. It's unbelievably BM. Believably BM. Did you just see one of the arrows like fall down at the back of the tower then? That was weird. So Demuslim actually bringing all of his workers back to this hunt back here. I mean, the boar is pretty much safe. You can't actually see it. It's a stealth boar. It's the latest edition, Mark II. Fresh off the production line. But there's still plenty of food left on it. And like, you can always creep forward onto it. But Kyo, for the minute, will try and creep forward with his horseman. He's getting a second town center right on top of the sacred site. He wants it. He wants it bad. So Demuslim, in the meanwhile, just got a little bit of army production. And try and work away at this outpost once again. The low scout garrisoned straight away, so very smart play here from Demuslim. He's going to be able to take out Kyo's outpost, and there's nothing here to repair it at the minute. But Kyo, in the meanwhile, looking for an attempt to raid Demuslim. There is a knight to defend already. Okay. I like this. Forward TC. Although the problem is, these buildings aren't going to contribute towards a House of Wisdom benefit, so he's not going to get that till slightly later. He's going to have to get the barracks before that'll kick in. One of the scouts of Demuslim's being picked off by Kyo's TC there. So some good garrison for him. He's able to have a shot at the knight there too. Demuslim having a garrison for the minute himself because Kyo raiding him with the horsemen. Knight's raiding Kyo. So Demuslim forced to drop a tower now. I mean, sorry, Kyo forced to drop a tower by Demuslim now. He's He's going to try and have a go at one of the villagers. Spamming out here for Kyo. He hasn't got Phalanx yet, but once he does, it could be a bit of a sticky situation for Demuslim if he doesn't have an adequate number of archers, but he's been pumping a good number of them out of 2 range behind this. So Kyo having attempted a run by onto Muslim, but he's garrisoned through it and he's managed to save all the villagers. So got 8 of those guys there. So Kyo pressure by Demuslim once again, but Demuslim under pressure by Kyo now. It looks like he might drop it. Ooh, he does drop 1 villager there. Losing a horseman in response. So Kyo forced to have to awkwardly gather wood from around this corner, and now he's going to have to move off it. It's a Muslim. Sensing he can go for villagers elsewhere here. He's not eager to lose any archers. 2 TC somewhat segregated from one another at the moment, but there's not really been any huge losses to Kyo. So Demuslim on 37 and 20, Kyo on 42 and 10. The only thing is his army size is really starting to trail behind Demuslim's while he waits for the second TC bonus to really kick in here for him. All these workers have sort of overstepped the mark slightly. The horseman taking a couple of shots there. Demuslim transitioning to quick rams with the siege engineering tech. We can look at punishing Kyo's greed early on here. Distance gathering for Kyo's probably starting to really hurt him a little bit as well. Let's try and maybe get over on this wood over here. We needed to cancel that lumber camp earlier and just go straight over here rather than the distance gathering. Because now he's sort of a little bit slower on getting his next production facilities and whatnot up. The knight had to clean up the last of the horsemen over there, so it spells bad news for Kyo. There'll be no reinforcements coming from afar here. And 2 rams for the Muslim. He's going to be able to siege this tower extremely quickly here. We get the 5 villages out of that one very quickly and go straight on the town center with the rams. We're looking to do the same. Well, Kyo, he doesn't quite have enough to go for some crazy base trade or try and really gut the wood eco, and GG. Kyo tapping out in game number 2.